Salut! In this video, we will learn about le conditionnel, finding out qu'est-ce que c'est, what is le conditionnel, and how it works, comment ça marche. First of all, le conditionnel is not a tense. It is what we call a mood, as we use it to express a condition or a wish, and not a fact, as the indicative mood will. The indicative mood includes all of the present, the past, and the future tenses you will learn in this course and you need to know for your GCSE, as they express a fact or something happening now, in the past or the future, but something happening. The conditional is interesting as it allows us to speculate about what could happen, what might have happened, and what we wish would happen. It is particularly useful for your GCSE when you want to finish your writing question, for example, wishing you would like to do such and such. So, let's explore how we can make our verb in a conditional form. This will correspond to your English would plus infinitive form. In French, we won't translate would by itself, but your full structure, would plus infinitive. Here, for example, if we follow the one on your downloadable document, we want I would like. For this, we will first need to know what is to like, which is aimer, so to like is aimer, and we will keep the full French infinitive, just like for the future simple. To this, we will add the ending of the imperfect. Et oui, it is a little bit strange, but this is a rule. So, we need the infinitive with the R and the ending of the imperfect. Can you remind me of these endings of the imperfect? Imparfait start with I and end in E-A-I-T. So yes, you got it. The endings of the imperfect are therefore E, like imparfait, E-I-S for je and for tu, E, like imparfait again, E-I-T for il, elle et on, I-O-N-S for nous, I-E-Z for vous, and finally, E-A-I-E-N-T for il and elle with an S. You will find this termination in your second page of your document. Now, let's add up aimer, or infinitive, plus E, the ending for je, as we wanted the I would like. And here we have j'aimerais, with an S. Aimer, E, j'aimerais. So we need to hear the re. Et voilà. In your downloadable material, you will find on page number 3 a list of irregular verbs. The rule is just like for the future simple, or the will future. We need to use the infinitive, and here we need to add the ending of the imperfect, in contrast with the future, where you will need to add the infinitive and the ending of avoir at present. So here we want the infinitive and the ending of the imperfect. So we need to hear E, and we hear the R of the infinitive. But just like for the future simple, some verb will have their own stem for the future and the conditional. And we'll go through it right now. Let's take aller, for example, one of our very important but also irregular verb. The stem for aller, as you will see in your document, is ir, I-R, just like for the future, once again, as the will future and the conditional share the same stems for their irregular verb. The difference between these two tenses will be the ending. So, if we want we would go and not we will go, we will choose the ending IONS. That will give us nous irions. Ir plus ions. Nous irions is we would go. Now, let's try for être. Être, the stem of être for the future and conditional is ser, S-I-R. We need to add the ion ending, and we obtain nous serions, we would be. It's just like a puzzle. Have a try with few more irregular or regular verb and check the quiz so you can see with the answer where you are. Once you are happy with what is a conditional, when to use it and how to make it, I would like to concentrate on a particular type of verbs, les verbes modaux or modal verbs, which are to have to want to, and to be able to, as these verbs are very useful when using the conditional. So, let's have a better look at these verbs on the fourth page of your document. Now, if I tell you conditional, what will come to your mind? Je voudrais et j'aimerais. That's perfectly normal, as they are the two verbs students use the most because they introduce the idea of a wish or of a condition. Je voudrais, let me tell you, is literally I would want, as vouloir is to want. But you don't really say I would want, and you prefer to say I would like, j'aimerais, in English. So we will translate je voudrais by I would like. But literally, j'aimerais is the verb aimer. So this would be I would like at the end. So far, it's a little bit strange, but it's okay. Maintenant, I would like, j'aimerais, spend some time on two other modal verbs, to have to and to be able to, as here it becomes slightly ambiguous in English, which can misguide you. May I ask you, what does I should recycle means to you in English? I should. What is that? Yes, it is in fact. I should is actually I would have to. So the conditional form of to have. In English, as you can see, you also have exception. So, I should recycle will be translated by I would have to recycle in French, which would be je devrais recycler. I would have plus infinitive. Are you following me? So, if you have to translate should into French, ask yourself first what it means in English. Same with could, which is effectively would be able to or would can, if that makes sense. And this will be translated in French by pourrait. I could learn music will be je pourrais apprendre la musique. So, once again, when seeing could or should, ask yourself what verb it corresponds to, and you will be perfectly fine. Now, as we have learned in the first module, les verbes modaux, they are followed, those special verbs are followed with a special structure, regardless of the tense you need. A modal verb is 99% of the time followed by an infinitive. So when you see I would like to eat is an infinitive. Je voudrais, or j'aimerais, you choose the one you want, manger, ir, which is our French infinitive. So we will keep this structure in mind when using the conditional with pouvoir, with devoir, and with vouloir, but also in this case with aimer. As you say, j'aimerais, which is the same thing as je voudrais. For example, je devrais recycler. Je devrais is I should, plus recycler is our infinitive in er. Don't forget where to put the negation words, ne and pas, in your two-verb structure. Yes, you need to sandwich the first verb, which is devrait here for us, making our negation, je ne devrais pas recycler. You sandwich devrait. Je ne devrais pas recycler. You have it. Bravo. Et voilà, you know everything about this special mood expressing condition. There is one more special structure you will also need to know and recognize, which is the C clause, using different tenses, including the conditional. Check the lesson on the C clause in the next module, and don't forget the quiz this time. Allez, à bientôt in our prochaine vidéo. Merci.